record, so I'm not a dumbass. All right, let's go. Bam. Episode 16, Mike P podcast. Once again, yes, tonight we have a very special guest. This dude has one of the biggest highlight reels of a career from the early days of on-camera battle rap, and is not only regarded as one of the best freestylers and most tactical battle rappers to date, but is said by many to be one of the best to ever do it. He is fresh off of a battle with Hollow the Don just last week on Resolution 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Get Money, Drink Water himself. DNA, man. DNA, how's it going, bro?
Yo, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
Ain't shit, man. I'm chilling, man. How's everything with you, bro?
Nah, everything's good. I can't complain, man, except for this bad weather right now.
Dude, you know what's crazy? You're still in New York, right? DNA, you heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You still in New York, right?
Yeah, but I'm upstate. So
oh, you're upstate.
Everything happens worse.
Yeah, I guess.
The snow is worse.
Yeah, yo, you know what the craziest part is? I don't know what it is. Well, I think it's because it's so fucking hot out here in Florida. But I've my whole life in New York, I hated rain. Now when it rains, I look forward to it. It's really weird. It's like a cooling process for Florida.
Yo,
it's not like something to complain about anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying because I was in Houston and Florida for a while, like on vacation, and yeah, after like a week or two, when it's that hot, you be waiting for it to rain.
You be waiting for it. Yeah, and the rain legitimately changes the temperature for a nice amount of time. So you just got off of the Hollow the Don battle, and you were in LA. I ask everybody this because I'm always very interested. Because when I battle, it's like business is business. I fly there, I rap, and then I go home. Do you ever stay an extra day or two? Do you get to enjoy LA? Like when you battled Hollow, were you out there for a little extra?
Hell no. I'm strictly
right. I hear you.
I strictly be there to do the job, and then I'll be having to get back home to my family. But
exactly, yeah.
But nah. Sometimes it's been a couple times when I battled B Dot, when I battled Real Sick. I stayed an extra day, but I didn't go around that much because I was just tired. So I'm like, yo, I don't want to get back on this early flight. But yeah, I never really got the most I explored LA is when I went out there for the BET Awards because it was just interviews and shit. So I didn't really have to worry about preparing. But when I got a rap, it's like, nah, I'm strictly just out there to do the job.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on an absolute fucking roll. Shout out to God and all the little things he does to make it rain where me and DNA both live and fuck up this podcast. Great. All right, let me see. Let's see if we got him. See if we got him for real. Switch the cloth. Yo, this weather's fucked, man. Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, let me see if you're okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right, bet.
Yo, so it's crazy. I know like Surf usually says he uses basketball as an analogy for battle rap. I've always used mixed martial arts, and I don't know if you're a fan of UFC or you watch mixed martial arts at all, but there was a fight just a couple days ago between Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington, two former teammates, former best friends, one of the craziest rivalries like we've ever seen in the ring, and it's kind of crazy. Of like it's a weird like parallel because I always compare MMA to battle rap, and it's just crazy that you just battled Hollow. I guess not like asking the most like cliche question, but how different was it? If it was different at all, how different was it preparing for someone like him that you actually have a history with, like outside of the stage? It's not just a random phone call. You know, you're battling this guy, you're battling that guy. There's something, serious to it. Was there a difference between that, or is it just business is business?
It was like the only difference that it made to me was when we did the face-off, because I know he's competitive, I know I'm competitive, so when I got the call, it was like it wasn't a shocker because you know what I mean, we were clashing in terms of like a rapping aspect, you know what I mean, just going at it. But when we got together and we did the face-off and we started like the way he was talking, it let me know like, all right, well, whatever, whatever I was holding back, I'm not gonna hold it back no more because
Mhm.
I'm like, this nigga's he's trying to go for the juggler. So that was the only thing that alerted me, which I'm happy that he showed his hand. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I feel like had we not had that face off, my material wouldn't have been what it was. So like
And
after that, it
yeah.
turned into like, all right, I'm not. At one point, I was just going there to rap, and then after that, I'm like, all right, well, the shit that he's mentioning, I'm gonna do away with him now.
Yeah, and that was that was the biggest takeaway that I got from the face off because I felt like I don't know, man, I felt like it was a real it was like a rookie move on his part to kind of do because I feel like watering down your opponent's material only works if it works at all when you're on the stage, when you're rapping. So I was very
Yeah,
surprised that he was trying to like water down material that you probably most people knew you were going to touch on because we all kind of touch on similar subjects with our opponent, but it is how you do it. It's what you make of it. It's what you know what I'm saying? I was very
yeah,
surprised that he took that approach because at the end of it, I was saying to myself like I wonder who like fell for that. Like I wonder who is actually gonna like go into it, and if DNA touches on the things that Hollow says, is not going to react because Hollow said that he might have. I mean, I was really surprised at the move that he took, but I guess it works in your hand, like you said. It showed a card, and
you
you
know
went
what's
for the
crazy,
jugular.
Mike? That was the third face off.
That's insane too. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm talking about the first one. In the first one, when he started painting the narrative, like, oh, he wrote bars for me and all that, and then he
Oh,
started
okay.
mentioning shit with my daughter. That's when
Mm,
I was like, all right, the gloves is off. By the time we got there, that was already the day before the battle. When he did that, I I let him like, you know what I mean? Like I think he thought like when he was doing that, I was gonna get worried or try to
mm,
stop him. That's why I let him say all of it because I was like, yo, I didn't have one line about John with the mirror. I didn't say
right.
anything about that. I didn't talk about him jumping in the water. Like the
Mm.
only thing he was spot on with was the lean, but I mean that's obvious. Like
It's
you know what
up.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just let him do that. But for me, for as much as a legend and a vet he is, like when he did that, I was like, oh, he's worried.
Mm, mm,
Like I mean, that showed nervousness to me because I'm like, yo, like I know what you're gonna talk about, but I don't care. So I'm not even gonna try to diffuse it. Like do your thing. It's not
right.
gonna work. But when he was
Right.
doing that, I was like, oh yeah, I know I got him.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. I and it was interesting. We spoke off camera before the podcast about the battle, and I said that I've kind of been saying this to my fan base and the people on my YouTube and caffeine as much as I can, and I feel like that god tier that
Yeah.
3 4 people in the Mook, the Hollows, the Loaded Lux. I felt like that is gone. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
with activity, with being more active, you start to realize that you're a human. This is battle rap, man. We're all very high caliber. No one is that much better than the next, man. On any given date, a person that you think you'll beat on paper turns out to be a tougher battle than you think. And that was the biggest takeaway from that battle was how human he was already on the kind of on the track to looking, and then from the face off to the body language to the material used and how much you cleared him out, it was insane just how human you made him look. I felt like that was a bigger feat than I felt like just winning the battle itself. Taking someone that is known for their composure, known for, God tier, all this stuff, and rattling him publicly. And, to the point that we all can see it on his sleeve. And it was interesting,
Yeah.
man. It's I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat to you, man. That
Nah,
was an insane feat and it looked easy. You made it look easy, man.
nah. The thing for me always is like what people don't know why I always consider myself a technical battle rapper because I can always go in there and do the wow moments. Like, you know what I mean? The
Right.
shit that I know is gonna shake the building, the performance, the punches. Like I know how to do that. But my whole thing is I've seen people do that and then you walk away either saying it was a close battle or sometimes the other person that's not doing that wins. You just going
Right.
crazy in the moment. So my thing is strategy. What I really realized with all his battles was just basically like he wins the battle before he gets there because he
Mm,
gets in his
mm,
opponent's mind
right.
and he manipulates the narrative with the people. So they're already going into the battle like, you know what I mean? Okay, what Hollow was saying is true. And like I had to
Right.
deal with that when me and him were battling because it was a lot of people saying that too, like whatever narrative he was pushing. But that's why I was so vocal. Like a lot of times I just, you know what I mean? do the battle and talk about it after. But this time,
Mm.
like everything you saying, I was negating it, going back and forth because I'm like, I know the power that he has. Like I have to win the battle before we get on stage, and then the battle when we're actually there, will be easy. So that's why I was like,
Right.
I could have went the approach of just everything I was doing in my first round, but I'm like, yo, to make him get out of character, I gotta hit a nerve. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was my whole goal of doing that. And I also think he underestimated like where my skill set is at now. I think he went
Mm.
into the battle like reliving DNA that he knew like when we actually had like a relationship like 10, 12 years ago. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If you're going into a battle
Dude.
thinking, yeah, if you go into a
Yeah.
battle thinking that I'm still that, I mean, 18, 19-year-old kid, like you're in for a rude awakening. And then
Right.
like I just battled real sick. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like,
Mm.
so that's why I'm always active in the new era and I give my credit because it's like if I could battle, if I can and people may look at it another way, but how I look at it is for me to be out this long, if I can go and win against a new guy or have a debatable with him on a consistent basis and they can't clear me out, anytime I face somebody that's from my class that's not active, it's gonna be a wash because
Mm. Mm.
I'm already competing with the newer competition on a high level. So it's like you're like 10 steps behind because you've been sitting or you haven't been active. So
Yeah.
if I'm running with Zion Williamson and Ja Morant, it's like
Mhm.
if I go play Carmelo or you know what I mean,
Right, right, right,
Chris
right.
Paul, like it should be a walk in the park. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Unless you got somebody like LeBron who is conditioning still. Like LeBron plays every day in
Right,
his
right.
19th year of basketball. So that's not the same case for a Hollow or a Lux or a Mook. Like they're
Mm.
kind of inactive. So it's like as much as they think they got it figured out, it's always gonna be different because you know what I mean, you're not doing it. Like
Yeah.
certain things can't be you can't practice like I said, I just went against real sick. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
and
Current
people are
killer and yeah.
yeah, current killer that you know what I mean was in the top
Uh,
10 of the best battle rappers of the year.
he's
B
in the
Dot, right?
field. Yeah, yeah, he's in the field.
Av,
Yeah.
Geechee Gotti, King Los on one of his best
Crazy.
performances in battle rap. That was my 2021. So it's like
It's
if I'm going
crazy.
into it with somebody that just battled 5 months ago and it's taken off, it's like I would feel disservice to myself like if I didn't do what I did there because it's like I'm way more active. So
Yeah.
I know everything that's going on in the culture.
And I feel like you should pat yourself on the back a little more. I don't know how much inactivity plays a part as much as your ability to change with the times as opposed to Hollow. I think a lot of things change and you move with the times, man. You've been here since the fucking jump, dude. You've
Yeah,
been here since the jump and you know how much of a revolving door this game is. People come and go all the time. So not only do you maintain relevancy and yeah, you stay active, does that keep the sword sharp? Absolutely. But there is definitely a talent in also upgrading what you've always had with the changing times. And I felt like that showed as well. It wasn't just like inactivity, it was more of just like a I really do this. And it's insane how simple you made it seem of like, yeah, I mean, since he's not active, like of course I'm going to wash him. But the
yeah,
biggest thing is, dude, a lot of people don't look at it as something that was supposed to be that easy because I
yeah.
said that
I know.
that
But you know,
aura that you have around those guys, and you know just as much as I do that we are all relatively the same, man. Some of us are better at certain things, you know.
yeah,
Might
yeah,
we
yeah.
might
But I'm
someone
gonna
might
even
get
give
clipped one
yeah,
day, but on any given day, you
yeah.
slip up
Anybody
one
can go.
time or fuck up the ending to every single round purposely or accidentally,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna
You
lose the
still can.
round. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck that was either.
yeah. Me
I don't know
either.
what
But
that
yo,
was, man. But
but you know what? But you know what it also is too. It goes into preparation. Like I was
right.
hearing him talk about on an Uncle Ra interview when he was saying like he was waking up, you know what I mean, in the middle of the night and he was home and shit. Like
Mm,
people don't look at shit like that. Like when I'm getting ready for a battle, I leave my house.
mm, mm.
Cause
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I can't be distracted. So it's like
Right.
even in the preparation, like I had about and I never capped. Like usually I'm 3 rounds, that's it. But with him, I had like
Mm,
enough to go 5. Like, and I didn't get so much material out because I wound up freestyling. So I was like overly prepared because it was one of them situations. Like that be my thing. Like in that type of battle, whenever I build up that much hype,
mm.
I tell myself like I won't sleep right if I lose this battle. So
Right.
I'm
Right.
prepared for everything. Like if he says this, if he does this, shit that's
Mm,
far fetched, I'm getting ready for it because I'm like, yo, I can't lose this battle. So that's how I
mm.
went into it. Like it's like the same. preparation of a disaster or Mickey Fax or King
Mm,
Los. Like, even though those are all different outcomes, people could decide which performance is better. But I'm
of
just saying
course.
the mind state of like whatever happens, happens. Like that's why
Mm,
when his people was talking, it wasn't throwing me off. When he was talking, I'm like, boom, I'm gonna just freestyle. Like I was in a position like, yo, I'm not leaving this room without people saying I won because this is a battle that it was like too much. I invested too much into this to walk
right.
away as the loser. Like that can't happen. So
Right, right. No, and you definitely didn't, man. You definitely didn't.
yeah.
It was a it was a ridiculous performance. What is after this? Do you usually at the start of the year do you map it out? Do you have a 1 year plan, a 2 year plan? Is there a certain path you want to take as far as the caliber of competition that you face? Do you want to go on the Mook run, the Lux run, and all that stuff, or do you have anything planned for this year?
Yeah, I mean, I always try to plan out my year. Like last year, I was like, I mean, the only thing that wasn't predicted in 2021 was B dot because I mean, we had a good relationship, so I didn't even think that would happen. But it wound up being a dope battle anyway. But everything else, I kind of mapped out the other four. But yeah,
Hmm.
this year I wanna complete the trilogy. Now, on one end, I don't know if it's gonna happen due to Mook, but if that
Mm.
was possible in one calendar year for me to battle Muglux and Hollow, I feel like that's history. You know what I mean? Three clear wins on them.
Oh my
You know what I mean?
god.
That changes like Mount Rushmore. That changes everything if I'm able
It
to
does.
accomplish that. So that's the overall goal. But um in general, just four battles. You know what I mean?
4
Um
battles. Yeah.
yeah, Lux definitely next if he's ready. If he's not, then I'm
Let's
not gonna sit
go,
waiting for
man.
him.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
definitely Lux in a small room. I want Easy to battle Goods first
Mm.
and then
Mm.
I want to battle easy, but I want that anticipated battle to get out the way. And shit, I don't even know. Like some people's telling me now, just me and Surf need to rematch. But you know what I mean?
Damn,
So
I
I mean,
don't think of that.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah. Of
I'm not I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the Mook
course.
battle. And then also too, it's like Iron Solomon people said they like
Mm.
so it's
Damn.
still a lot of names out there and also like still new people. Like at some point in time I want to battle Kid Chaos. Like, you know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Kid
I mean,
Chaos
just
is
to
dope,
test
man.
my pen because I think he's fire. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the guy that's gonna battle Hollow, Lux, and Mook and then sit on the throne and say, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh no, I don't want to do this no more, or it has to be this. Cause I feel like that's what kind of made the game whack in general. Like, if you outside, you outside. Like, if it makes sense, it makes
Exactly.
sense. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's right, man. Dude, yeah, I mean, I think at this point, man, I mean, the way you put that in a calendar year, that's pretty much as insane as you could get as far as resume.
yeah.
Hollow, Mook, and Lux, and not just from a talent standpoint, literally, as big of a name as you possibly got. Um, dude, how's the YouTube channel going, man? Do you love battle rap media? Do you love being a media guy? Do you love being the
Yeah,
upload
yeah, yeah. I
guy?
feel yeah, I feel like my love um as like from my supporters and people that weren't supporters, it went up when I started doing media. Like people found a newfound respect and like
It's
a lot
pot
of people that didn't rock with me before started rocking with me
it's
doing media.
positive
So
out here. It's a little
yeah, yeah,
positive out here. Yeah, it's
yeah.
cool.
So like and I like it too because I get to control the narrative. Like, you know what I mean? My YouTube
Yes.
channel will go through spurts. You know what I mean? When I'm not
Yes.
battling,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
popping. When I am battling, it's kind of dry. And then also
Right,
too,
right.
like I don't cover certain shit. So I feel like that also, you know what I mean? You can only if you're not being part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So you know what I
Right,
mean? The
right.
things that I dislike about media, you know what I mean? I don't promote that. So it shows like, you know
Mm,
what I mean,
mm.
everything I'm saying not to do. Like anything that doesn't pertain to battle rap, I don't cover it because it's like I don't even want that energy out there.
Yeah, and I guess no disrespect to the people that do because I feel like you kind of do need that like what was that like fake magazine at all the grocery stores with all the ridiculous titles and news
Um,
shit. You know what I mean? Like I feel
I know
like
what
you
you're talking about. I know what
you
you're
get
talking
what
about.
yeah, I'm sure someone in the chat. Inquirer, yeah, like the
Yeah,
National
inquire. Yeah.
Enquirer, like yeah, some like president has baby with an alien, like all that
Yeah.
crazy shit. I feel like you do need that. And what's crazy is and something that I pride myself on as well is how much how much money you could probably generate if you covered all of those topics, all of the
Yo, that's
tea
what they
and all
that's
of
what
the
they,
rumors and this and that. But,
that's what
there's
that's what
certain
they don't
morals.
understand. That's what they don't understand when you're saying like, yo, man, you know what I mean, have integrity. Like if
Mm,
nobody like if I didn't have that on my channel, you could forget about it. Like I wouldn't
right.
even
dude, I
Once you
wouldn't
once
want
you
a
crack the
YouTube
code
channel.
to media, I wouldn't even need to battle.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll just sit there all day and just
that's
upload
true.
all this bullshit every
Is
day.
this
So it's
true?
like,
Is that true? Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It would be, yeah. It's crazy. Do you ever see? Oh man, I guess. What do you spearhead more? Do you find a balance between the merch and the music and the battle rap and blogging, or is there a particular thing that you're focusing on more right now currently?
Nah, I kind of got my hand in multiple things. Like right now, I'm about to. I actually last year I was supposed to start it, and I got sidetracked with a lot of um battles or whatever. But I was working on my documentary, so
Nice,
I'm going back to working on that. And I got a YouTube series that I'm starting, so I'm working on that.
awesome,
And then you're in the gaming world on the Call of Duty. I'm on the 2K, so I'm
thanks.
I'm still in I'm still like finalizing how to do these tournaments every month because we did one in January and then we were supposed to do one in February, but then I had to get right with Hollow, so I kind of like got to find a point person to when I got a battle, like they can still do that. So that's what I'm doing
Nice,
right
nice,
now. Like
nice.
with my clothing line, with everything I got, I'm just trying to get everything in motion and then
Mhm.
find a point person to, you know what I mean, be hands on with it because I
Right.
still gotta create. So that's like always the crazy thing with being independent is, you know what I mean, you have the range and the reach to do so much and own it all,
Oh man, it's insane. Yeah.
but when you don't got a team, it's like you gotta play like, you know what I mean,
Small
the
ball.
role of everybody is. So it becomes overwhelming. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of everything is kind of like on the same importance level right now.
Right. Right. Oh, that's dope to hear, man. Yeah. I mean, it's thanks to caffeine, man. I haven't clocked in to today. This month is actually 2 years. 2 years with the platform as a streamer, and it really is insane how much more it opens you to really getting out there and exploring different business ventures and just like my job is Mike P. And I think
That's fire.
the craziest part about it is though, like you can't like I feel like my biggest issue because I'm a little lazy with the YouTube channel. There's certain things that I'm like a little iffy on, and I feel like I have to have a mindset that like I'm still at a 9 to 5, and I have to clock in on this day. If I know I have to upload this, I have to recap this, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like I still have to pretend that this someone's gonna yell at me. Someone's gonna
Yeah,
yell at me if I don't show up because I get too lazy sometimes. Like, oh, my job is me, so me doesn't feel like fucking working today, and then you miss out on shit. Um,
that's a fact.
yeah. Uh, the last time we saw 2-on-2 with Shine, it was with Lou, and with you it was with Don. Do you
Yeah.
guys have any plans on clicking up in the future? Maybe possibly by the end of the year.
Yeah, the main one that was supposed to happen was us versus Loaded Hollows, but I don't know where that's at right now.
I mean, you clip one of them. you
Yeah, I don't know where that's
guys are
at,
up.
but
Yeah,
we might still visit that. But yeah, we definitely back in action sometime this year. We
yeah.
got to. That's like a signature the people been waiting for. It'll be what would it be? I believe it'll be 3 years.
3 year. When was the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
one? EFB.
Nah, Twerk and Suge.
Twerk and Suge. Holy shit, that was the last time.
Yeah, that's the last time
Damn,
we
I feel
teamed
like
up,
that was fucking.
2019.
Oh
So
my god,
yeah,
man.
so we definitely
That was, dude, there
so
was nothing like when y'all were fucking running around doing 2-on-2s like fucking madmen. I don't know what span of years that was, but y'all
nah,
were doing
that was
2-on-2s. Y'all were running a
yo
tour, man. Y'all were
yo
fucking
the tour we was
touring
on was 2000.
solos too. You fucking do a
Yeah, we
solo
were it
battle.
was 2000, 2015 and 2016. That was the
Oh,
start of
wow, what a year, man.
yeah, that
Shit.
was the start of NWX, man. We was fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. How is everybody? Like you guys, you still have ties to everybody at NWX?
Yeah, 100%.
Shit.
When
Yeah.
I was just battling Hollow, T Top had Sharon, we were sparring with each other, we was talking and all that.
Yeah.
I spoke to Sean before the
Nice.
battle, after the battle. Yeah, we still all talk. What you call it? The crazy part about it is with that run, it's like it sounds so crazy because it's a mind thing. So people are like, yo, if you can still think, well, I
Uh-huh.
can't. I don't think I could do. I don't think I could do that again. That was like,
What, like a run like that?
yeah, bro, yo, it
Yeah,
was it
nah.
was
You don't try to repeat something
yeah,
like that. Yeah,
yo, it was
that's just
one point in
golden.
time where we were battling E Farrell and Jeffrey.
Oh my god,
and
yes. I
and we
remember
were
that.
and bro, we were making we had no rounds on the way there. Like we
Dude,
had a minute to
ah,
one round, and then we just like it was like that flow that we always used to do, like Pepsi, Leslie, SP. I remember that
right,
shit like yesterday.
right.
And we just had 12 bars of that, and I'm like, yeah, that's the first.
That
And then as we're driving there, it's like 5 hours because we was in Boston, and
Mm.
we like, what are we gonna do in a second? And we like,
Dude, that's
yo, yo,
fucked, man.
yo, 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 E Farrell be giving them a soda. So we just stopped at the rest stop and brought wild sodas. I'm like,
Oh
yo, just
my
take out a soda. I'm a
skip.
freestyle the whole round with every soda. And then the third, and
Jesus
then the
Christ.
third, and then the third, we're like, yo, we just start going through other like notes that we had. Oh yeah, I was supposed to battle such and such. I didn't say this random line. Boom, boom, boom. And it's nerve wracking while it's happening. But now thinking about it, like
Nerve-wracking,
that's
dude.
like that shit was insane. Like we were going to like all those battles unprepared and just like piecing shit together. And I don't know how we were getting out of there.
All right, I then I need to ask you because that is quite literally like 99% of battle rappers nightmares that they literally have before battles. Do you have those nightmares then? You're a fucking alien, so you don't do you like you even if it was a dream, you wouldn't even be nervous if you didn't have material in the dream, right?
Hell yeah, I'm always nervous. Like you got to think about the time and place because then it was so much like all right, we're giving a shot, so the
Right.
nervousness is not there. And then no
Right.
disrespect, it's not on URL, so it's like okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whatever happens. Like nah, when I'm battling Hollow and the days is winding down and I got all this material, my mind is cramming, I can't put it together. I'm having dreams, waking up in the middle of them, like yo, it's thinking it's 2 days and it's really still seven. So
Oh
nah, it
my
still happens all the time. It's just you know what I mean, the level. Like we would drink before we would do those battles. I've never drunk before
I
URL battle ever.
can't, dude. I can't drink or smoke before any. I
Bro,
mean,
when
I'm
we
pretty
bet
ice fucking cold, so I don't know. Probably now, maybe I could like drink a beer or something. Because I, at this point, I don't even get nervous. It's weird.
bro,
I'm like desensitized.
when we battled Saya Boy and John, we were drunk
That's fucked
when we
up.
went on
That's crazy.
stage. Like, and that's our first 2-on-2. And Sean was looking at me like, yo, what is like, why do you want to do this? I'm like, trust me, it'll ease the nerves. Because we didn't have a second. And that was our thing when we used to do 2-on-2s. We would always take the second round off
Hmm.
because we had so many. Like, yo, whatever happens in the second, we'll figure it out.
That
The
is
first and third.
crazy. That
What?
is crazy. I'll purposely loosen up midway through just so you could
Because
finish
we wouldn't
towards the
have
end.
time. Yo, people don't
Fuck.
know.
That's why I love
Pe-
interviewing
pe-
people.
People don't know we
That's
had Vervin
incredible.
Hitman and Marvin Quest in a week apart.
That's insane.
So you gotta think. We
Y'all were
fly out,
taking rounds off and still winning.
bro. We
Oh
battled
my
Hitman and Verb
god.
one Saturday, which means we fly out to Chicago on
Uh-huh.
Friday. We don't get back home to Sunday, and we gotta spend time with our family, and then we gotta get ready because we leave again the next Friday. And now
That
we got
is
Marvin Quest. And then yo, on that tour, people don't know we were having two battles in one night.
oh my
and,
god,
and and this is
man.
all and this is all really to build the brand because the money wasn't even crazy. It was just really like
Yeah, yeah, with the
yo
league
we yo
certain
we yo
leagues.
yo we love what's going on. We have to build NWX up. We got to make it larger than life. So that first year, like we were sacrificing everything just to make it look like yo these
That
niggas
is
are animals.
ins-
They're aliens. They're nonstop. So bro, that shit is like that shit
that's
was
ins-
insane, man.
I mean the dude. Oh my god. On the way to the venue to get a second round, you bought
Bro,
sodas.
word to everything.
You
We bought
bought
sodas, bro.
sodas. That is so fucking crazy, dude. That is insane, man.
Bro, because
Seriously.
you know
You're a
what it would
fucking nut
be?
job.
We would overload ourselves with work, and then we battle so much it's never a chance to rest. So it will be times where we have writing sessions together and we just can't think of nothing.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you in the morning. And niggas will go to sleep, wake up late, and then it's like one day left, and now we start panicking. And then when you already got a battle, you're irritable. That's like how
Of course.
90% of our arguments happen. Yo,
Yeah.
nigga, you, yo, nigga, you said you was gonna wake up at 10, it's 11. I'm
Mm,
not doing this shit no more.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
so
nigga, nigga, who
you
you
guys would
talking to?
actually get into it. You and Sean would actually get into it?
All the time.
Yeah.
That's why. Like the reason why me and Kayshawn will always be the greatest 2-on-2 is because of that, because it's real. It's not
Wow.
like, okay, yo, let's just get up and yo, I love everything you do and not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
Right.
more the technical guy. So when I try to start dipping off into the moon and the stars, Sean's nah, nigga. Let's just do this. Or
Yeah.
nah, I think this bar is shake. Nah, I don't like it. Da da
Mm.
da. That whole shit have turned into a 3 hour argument about one
Right.
line. And
Right.
niggas, everybody else will be looking at us like we crazy, but that's what makes the team because
I
it's like,
yeah, I mean, look at how it turns out.
yeah, like by the
How it
time we
turned
get on
out.
stage, niggas think that we was smiling and laughing. Like, bro, it was time. Yo, bro, before we battled Bonnie and 40, we were literally
I
about to
was
come
there
to
for that
blows.
one.
Yeah, we were literally about to come to blows, and Rain and my man Jaffe had to break us up
Wow.
and have a whole talk with us. And we were practicing mad at each other. We didn't become friends again until after we won.
Oh, they pulled over into the fucking battle because y'all fucking
Yeah,
spazzed out. That is
yeah,
insane, man.
yeah, bro. So it's like, yo,
Oh
those moments
shit.
are timeless.
That kind of makes that makes that moment like that much more special. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Damn. That is absolutely insane that you're taking rounds off.
yo, yeah, yo, we had
You
to, man.
said
Yo, it was
taking
too much
rounds
work, man.
off. Yeah. Incredible, man. And do you think that's what made you guys click so well? Just the fact that you guys are boys and have known each other for, as long as you have?
Yeah, I mean, me and Sean became cool in 2012 when the situation happened in LA.
Mm,
So from there, we had like even outside of rapping, we had like a mutual respect as men. And
right.
then, you know what I mean, we knew we had the battle. So after we got the battle out the way, and we set up the 2-on-2, like that shit just clicked. Like, cause we always thought it would be crazy, but then we didn't know how it would work with so different styles. Like, how would this work? Like, it
Mm,
was just the idea. And then when we actually started working together, it's like wherever wherever my creativity wanted to go, he would follow. Wherever his performance would go, I would follow. So it's like we complement each other hand in hand to where that shit just turned into like the illest 2-on-2. Like
yeah.
to me, I feel like all those years that I said added up and I seen the result when we battled EFB. I think that's our best performance.
Yeah. No, that was a great
That's
performance
the
from both of
rolling
you.
60s, the break something, Derrick
The
Rose. Yeah,
rolling
that yeah,
60s was fucking
yeah. The
crazy, man. Yeah.
Euro step Ginobili, like that whole I think that was our best performance ever. That and the
Yeah.
Monstars. Those are my top two.
Yeah, the Monstars was amazing because of how quickly you diffused that team. Because
Yeah.
them coming off the Quest and Marv,
Yeah.
they were looking like the best 2-on-2 I've ever seen, and that was a quick shutdown. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
quick,
Yeah.
quick, quick shutdown.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Um, I try to ask everybody this as many times as I can when I have them on the podcast, because I'm always interested. Some people don't even have an answer. Do you have an end game? What's your end game? Is there a certain person you battle, or an accolade, or a feeling towards battle rap to where you can ride off into the sunset?
Um, I'm not sure if I have a person. I think it's just the time. When I when I feel like, you know what I mean, I can't learn anymore, or I'm just done with, you know what I mean, doing it, then I'll just step back and do what I do with media and
Hmm.
setting up battles in a management company full time. But I don't think it's a person because it's like certain people would think like, oh, after I battle Lux, but it's like, nah, because I still feel like it's more history to be made.
It's like winning the title and not defending the belt, right? You want to
Yeah,
you want to
because
defend it
because
a couple
because
times.
because because if I collect all those stones,
Mhm.
Hollow, Mook, and Lux, then somebody's gonna try to take it from me. So the job
Right,
is still not over.
right.
I
You're not
mean,
gonna
so
hide the
at that point
stones
it
and
would
walk
just
away.
yeah, at that point it would just be when I'm like, all right, yo, I'm good off this. Like I felt like I did everything I need to do. I'm done.
Yeah. Was there ever a time in your career where you felt like you didn't want to do it anymore? Was there a time that you
Yeah,
you ever fell out of love with battle rap?
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of times. My love came back for battle rap actually when the pandemic happened.
Mm.
Like I was in a good space when I battled Mickey. That's why that performance was like that. I was in a good space when I battled Verb. And then after that, it was kind of like the 2-on-2s was clicking and I had took a break after Verb. And I really didn't battle on URL again until no, I'm bugging. After Mickey, I took a break. And then I came back. Um yeah, after Mickey, I took a break. Then I was supposed to battle Geechee. Then the Cassidy and Goods battle happened. Then I came back. I came from from Verb up until um Summer Impact that I didn't battle. So from December to August, I wasn't on URL.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that was like a big stretch for me at that time because I usually battled all the time.
Mm,
So from Mickey up to Summer Impact, I didn't battle. Then we did the Monstars. Then I battled Bill Collector. Then I battled Verb.
mm.
And then after Verb, I took another break and I didn't come back on URL until I battled Vixen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's true.
So that stretch right there was like out of those times was when the business and you know what I mean niggas saying that they wanted the battle, then not setting up the battle and
Right.
politic and all that kind of made me fall out of love with it. But when I came back for Vixen, I was just I was just excited to because I felt like battle rap was in a space where I could do what I always wanted to do. And that was like reach the highest rapping level
Mm,
that I wanted to reach because I
right.
always was nervous to do it because of the crowd. So when we was in the space of like, oh, it's just the COVID room and all the vets was looking crazy because the rookies was just showcasing that they rap better.
Right.
That gave me the spark I needed to come back. And then that's when I went on. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know I battled Vixen, Lou, Geechee, and Av in 90 days.
It's insane, dude.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fucked
So
up.
that's when I caught it back. And then B Dot King Lowe's real sick and up into Hollow. And then I did a 2-on-2 with Don. Like at that point, that was like end of 2020 up until now. Like that's when I got the resurgence back. Like, yo, I fell in love with it again. Cause it
Right.
was it was another level to reach. It was like, you
Right.
know what I mean? After all the things I did, a lot of people question my rapping ability. So I'm like, nah,
Ain't
this
that a
is what I'm here to
bitch?
display.
Ain't that a bitch
Nah,
though?
nah, you know why it's not? Because it's like I always go like I tell my stepkids this, like, if you capable of getting 100, but the report card says 70, you can't be mad at the person giving the grade. You got to be mad at yourself because you're not displaying it. And it's like I never find the balance. I would just
Mm,
say, all right, you know what? It's a crowd. I'm gonna just do the most simplistic shit to shake the building.
mm.
But now at the level I'm at, I'm like, yo, it's a way that it could be balanced. Like I know how to still give them shit that they could catch right there, and I'm still able to rap. But it
Right.
took me,
Right.
it took me to be in those rooms to develop that
Mm.
because that was like the stigma on my name. Like, oh, DNA's great, but he can't hang in there with rappers. And then it was like I said, from that
Ridiculous.
stretch with Vixen on, that's the only people I was in that room with.
Right.
King Los, Real Sick, B Dot,
The
Av.
rappers. Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I was in there
Fair
with the
enough.
rappers. So you know what I mean? And I got out of this. I survived. So you know what
Right.
I mean?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, that was definitely
100%.
that was definitely like my I guess my new motivation for falling back in love with it.
Right. Nice. Nice. Do you ever I guess it's a weird thing. It's almost like a first world problem thing. It's like did you ever like feel like you were tired of being on the bigger stages? Was it something that you want? Were there times where you just want like wish you got booked for a smaller room? Like, man, I wish I
Yeah,
could kind of revert back to the little guys.
yeah, of course. You know what it
Yeah.
is though? It's just like you know how it goes with the business, like, oh well, if it's in this room, we can pay this. And
Oh
you know what I mean?
God.
Like I
Yeah.
hope right now, I hope I don't even come into that dilemma with Lux.
Mm, mm,
Like I
yeah.
hope it's not because we want this, we have to move because for legacy wise and just battle rap wise, I feel like the battle becomes classic in that room,
Yeah.
in a small room.
One
I don't
hundred
like it on
percent.
stage.
I wouldn't like it on. Yeah, I wouldn't like it on a stage either. Yeah, I
So
think there's just certain things that yeah belong in a small room.
yeah, I'm just hoping that you know what I mean. I'm just hoping that the business doesn't get into play that way. We can't get it. You know what I mean, in a small room.
Of course. Yeah, hopefully you do. I do see the issue of that. Probably Luck saying, well, if it's gonna be a small room, my budget stays. My
Yeah,
number's my number. That's the hardest thing I try to tell URL. But hey, this is a small room this time, Mike Pam. But my number's my number. Yeah, but budget. So here you go.
yeah,
Okay, all
exactly.
right, shit. But yeah, I mean, dude, I hope you and Lux happens. I hope you and Lux happens for sure, and it's gonna be absolutely insane, man. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
it's gonna be
believe it is
insane.
for sure.
Yeah. Um, dude, I want to hold you too long. What do you when do you plan on getting back in the ring? Do you want to come back soon or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kings versus Queens. If we can figure out a 2-on-2 on that, I'm with it. I'm hearing some things with double impact, so we trying to figure that out. Like,
nice,
yeah, we
nice.
trying to. I mean, we gonna skip the this any given Sunday card. I'm not on there, but right after that, the next one, I'm definitely trying to figure out something.
Right. I'm excited for the any given Sunday. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Surfing court,
Four battles. That's fire so far.
Surfing Cortez.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
weird
waiting
to
for that fight.
see, man. Dude, for something
Yeah,
that you waited for so long to see. I'm still very surprised to see it. Like I thought it
Yeah,
was a Photoshop
yeah, man. That for me, that's like years in the making. I was there since the beginning. I was there when Surf
in the
was giving
streets.
Cortez props. Like the video that came up,
How far? How long ago was that?
that was 2010. That was the
Jesus
beginning of
Christ!
Surf's career. So
Holy
people didn't even
shit!
know footage like that existed. But
Right,
yeah,
right. Yeah. Oh, most
Surf
people
stuff.
just know In a Lot.
Yeah.
Most people just know that they watch me In a Lot video.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be an insane battle, dude. And yo, I definitely, you want to, I'll definitely get on your show one day, and for sure, I'm sure I'll bother you for a battle rap 101 episode as well, dude. I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything you wanna plug?
Yeah, of course. Make sure y'all go to dnagmdw.com. Hoodies, sweatsuits, ski masks, all up right now. We just launched the King and Queens edition.
Hmm.
So y'all can go get it now. Sizes 4X for hoodies, 2X for sweatsuits. And yeah, stay tuned. We got more stuff about to drop.
Nice. I'm a cop something as well, bro. I
All
appreciate you, man. Thank you for sitting down and having this chat with me, man. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, buddy.
right, no doubt. Good looking, man.
All right, thank you, dude. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That was a rocky beginning because the weather was beating the shit out of both of us. I didn't want to hold him too long. Good conversation, man. Always good talking to DNA.